Okay guys, here's what's on the bench today. So this came in for a restring, and it is a Kramer Aero 2X10 ZX10. The old Kramers, we got some Kramer branded tuners on this thing. She needs some wiring done. It looks like the 2 ground wires are off. We got 5 springs in the back. And it looks like the plywood body. These things were all plywood back in the day. Okay. Another thing, I've started cutting the strings off. And then I was like, I might as well start the camera. And is this a video-worthy guitar in your opinion? I don't know. It's kind of cool. What's neat about them is sometimes you can find these things in your local pawn shop, and you can score one of these things for $100 or whatever that, you know. You might find these on your local Facebook marketplace or something, and try not to pay more than $100 or whatever for them. But they're kind of fun guitars. They're not bad. You can get them to play nice. Got the hockey stick headstock on here. Okay, let me get these old strings off of here. Oh, this thing is really twisted here. Yeah, but if you're any kind of a 80s fan like I am, these things are kind of fun to have. Okay. Now one other thing that's going on this guitar is it has a replacement nut that is setting up really, really high. So the string height was crazy high on this thing. So we've got some soldering to do, so I'm going to pull my soldering iron out and fire this thing up. I just got the Welker soldering iron. Works really good for me. Okay. So it was missing a saddle. So I looked through my random box of parts, and I found a saddle that is a nice close match. So let me screw this baby in there a little bit more. Doesn't really want to go. Let's take a look here. I'm going to unscrew it. Yeah, so these things are, I don't know, they're kind of fun. They're not so bad. Alright, oh, and I see right here that we're missing a screw that holds the pickup in there real nice. So let's lift this out of here. The customer that dropped this off, this was the first guitar that he ever bought. And so he's had this thing a long time. Okay, well that's good. The spring is still in there. I just got to find a screw that fits. Okay, I found a screw. I got that. Go back together. I'm just going to put that thing back together. Okay, let's do some soldering. First I'm going to take this off of here. Okay. Because the ground is not existing there anymore, so I'm going to try to see if I can get a ground wire off of here. Okay, now hopefully it's long enough. Yep, we're good. Okay, so it took me a little while, but I got it going now. Had a couple customers come through while I was working on it and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's my handiwork in there. I put an extra ground wire on it. Now, the owner of this guitar, he does not have the back plate. So I'm going to dig through all my parts. And I'm going to see if I got a back plate for this thing. Now I know it's kind of a stretch, but I have all this full of mostly back plates. But I got a couple of this kind of things in here. And if I have one, I'm going to be super surprised. But you know what? You guys, the viewers, a lot of you guys, thank you so much, because you guys have been sending me a lot of old parts that you no longer use, and I really appreciate that, because when I put guitars together, right, you need all this kind of stuff. So he said, it's no, my customer said, oh, it's no big deal if you can't find one, but boy, it sure would be nice if I could find a couple of plates that fit. But the control cavity is the important one. If I could find something like that. It's looking sort of unlikely. Okay, box number 1 did not work, but I have box number 2 of random parts. Cool toe stuff. I have no idea what that would work on. Look at that. Yeah, I think I'm out of luck as far as putting a back plate on here. That's unfortunate. There has been times where I've taken an old DVD case, because you can cut that with just regular scissors, and there's times where I will cut one of these out with just a pair of scissors from one of those old DVD cases. Tighten up the strap buttons. Oh, that one's got some straight screwdriver thing in there. Okay. Alright, let me clean the fretboard a little bit. Super busy today, guys. Usually I don't make videos when it's really busy, but that's okay. I like busy. Alright, I've got some F1 oil that cleans and hydrates and conditions. And we're just going to put a bunch of that on there. And then I'm going to take a little paper towel, a little napkin. And I'm going to spread this in here. Oh, I hadn't worked on that nut yet. Okay, so while this is soaking, I'm going to pop this nut out of here. Oh, it lifted right out. So it's just way too tall. And so, let's take a look at it again. I think what I'm going to do is just take a piece of sandpaper and sand some of it down a little bit. Okay, piece of sandpaper on a hard flat surface. And I'm just going to sand this baby down. And this is a great way to get some good calluses, some guitar playing calluses going. No, I won't do that. And if this is a bone nut, you can really smell it. It starts to smell like you're cooking stew, you know? Or you're barbecuing or something. But this one, I believe, is plastic. Okay. Let me set this back in the guitar and let's see what it's looking like. Okay, I'm going to lay this in here. Put a little bit of glue under it, wood glue. There we go. And then with your thumb and your finger, you just center it perfectly. Okay, there we go. Now I'm just going to let that dry up a little bit. Okay, so I've got my nut files right here, Music Nomad. And then I've got my feeler gauge. So I got a 30 thousandths and a 30,000. And that's a little bit taller than the fret right there. So I'm going to try to see if I can just tape this right here to kind of hold it in place. And then I won't file this nut too deep. That's what I'm worried about doing. Filing it too deep. Let me see if that'll kind of set right there. More tape. Get more tape out. Alright, this is me experimenting in front of you guys, but it's okay. There we go. Let's see if that'll stay right around there. Okay. Is that going to stay there? Okay. Alright, so here's my 46. And let's see if I can file this down until I hit that feeler gauge. A little bit more to go there. So if this is down too far, it's not the end of the world. Don't be afraid to try to do this kind of stuff, guys, because these plastic nuts, you know, these are very inexpensive. You can get them on Amazon or just about anywhere. And it gives you a little bit of experience. It lets you know if you're able to do this or not. Okay. Okay, we'll see how that goes. I'll put some strings on it here in a few minutes. I want to continue to clean the frets and polish the frets up a little bit. But yeah, we'll see how that works. Alright, so let's kind of clean the frets a little bit. I got some 1000 grit sandpaper folded over. And my fretboard guard. We're just going to hit these a little bit. Just get the top layer of dirt off of them. We're not trying to level or crown these things. We're just cleaning them up. Okay, now I'm going to hit it with some of this D'Addario lemon oil, cleaner and conditioner. Put a couple of drops on there. And I'm going to take a shop rag. The Aero Star. String choice. Okay, today's string choice. Super slinky. 9-42. Ernie ball. Super slinkies. Let's throw some strings on this thing. Okay, I'm adjusting saddles. Trying to put it at a nice radius, trying to lower the action. The saddles are all very high for some reason. Just kind of eyeballing them. But then after I do this, I'm going to tune it back up. I'm going to check the intonation. Okay, looking better. Ooh, that one's kind of stiff right there. There we go. Okay. Let's tune it back up. Get down a bit. Alright, let's see what it feels like. Grab a pick. It's not bad. So the string tree, that is factory. That's what they did. I always thought, oh, somebody added a string tree. But no, that came straight out of the Kramer factory like that. All right, it's all done. Kind of a really scattered type of video. I'm sorry about that, but I had tons of customers in today. Business is good. Rocking is my business, and business is good. A Kramer. I love old Kramers. Not really sure why. It's probably just all the old Eddie Van Halen stuff. Okay. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Wait, hold on. Where's it at? Right? Old Eddie Van Halen. Alright guys, there you have it. Thanks again for watching. Everybody have a great day. Go buy a guitar.